Namaste. Welcome to Living the Yoga Sutras. One sutra, one day. In the previous sutra, Patanjali described the gradual refinement of meditation from the gross to the subtle until only the quiet sense of I am remains. Today he takes us one step further. He describes a state where even that subtle support is no longer present. It's not because awareness disappears, but because the movements of the mind have become profoundly still. Let's take a slow breath in and a gentle breath out. Today we reflect on Yoga Sutra 1.18. The sutra is Virāma Pratyayābhyāsa Pūrvah Saṁskāra Śeṣo'nyaḥ. Let us chant it together. Virāma Pratyaya Abhyasa Pūrvah Saṁskāra Śeṣo'nyaḥ. A simple translation here is the other samadhi is preceded by the sustained practice of cessation, in which only the latent impressions remain. Let's understand the meaning of each of the words here. Virama means cessation or complete stillness. Pratyaya refers to the mental modifications that occupy and keep the mind busy, the movement of the mind. Abhyasa Pūrvah means attained through sustained practice. Abhyasa is practice. So Abhyasa Pūrvah means something that is attained through sustained practice. Samskara refers to the subtle impressions left by our past experiences. Shesha means that which remains. And Anya means the other. So referring to the samadhi beyond the one described in the previous sutra, which is the Anya. Yesterday, Patanjali described a meditation in which awareness is still rested upon an object. There is an object of meditation. Now today, even that support is no longer required. This does not happen by suppressing the thoughts, nor does it happen by trying to empty the mind. It is the natural consequence of a long and sincere practice. That is what Patanjali is trying to explain here. Vyasa in his commentary explains that the activities of the mind gradually come to rest. Yet something still remains. The Samskaras, the latent impressions accumulated through countless experiences of life. They are no longer active, but they have not yet been completely dissolved. They exist. To understand this, imagine a lake after a strong wind has ceased. The waves have disappeared, the surface is still. Yet deep below, gentle currents may continue to move unseen. The surface appears perfectly calm, but the subtle movement still exists beneath the surface. In the same way, during this higher state of meditation, the visible movements of the mind have subsided. Only the deepest impressions remain in the seed form. Patanjali is showing us that yoga is a path of extraordinary honesty. He does not claim that inner transformation happens overnight. Even profound meditation does not intensely erase every conditioning. The seeds remain. But they are no longer driving the mind in the same way. This understanding is deeply reassuring. Many practitioners become discouraged when old habits, emotions, or tendencies resurface. Patanjali reminds us that these impressions are part of the journey. Through continued abhyas and vairagya, even these deepest seeds, impressions, are gradually exhausted. As you meditate today, notice something very simple. Rather than trying to stop your thoughts, observe what happens when you don't follow them. A thought arises. Instead of traveling with it, you gently return. Another thought appears. Again, you return back. Between these movements, there are brief moments of quiet. Don't try to make these moments longer. Simply notice these moments of quiet. Perhaps stillness is not something we can create. It is something we begin to recognize when we stop feeding every moment of the mind. Virāma Pratyayābhyāsa Pūrvah Samskara Śeṣo'nyaḥ. Through sustained practice, the movements of the mind gradually come to rest, leaving only the deepest latent impressions. In the coming sutras, Patanjali will show us who naturally enters these states and how sincere seekers can prepare themselves for this journey. Until then, practice patiently, observe honestly, and trust the quiet work of the mind. Namaste.